Welcome back to Aimmee Kodachian and the Expert Show. This is the second segment with my wonderful and great, she becoming a sister, a friend, everything I could talk. I mean, I could look at you as a woman of example, woman who comes from the heart to help other women transform your life, to get you to be in a peaceful place and help you to make a difference in the world. And we're talking about women as the turning point for peace. And if you watch my show and you follow me, you know I am all about peace in the world. And that's why the Women Federation for World Peace organization is very, very close to my heart. And I wasn't wrong. I mean, usually I'm not wrong. I'm just joking. On this one, I was not wrong, because when I met Mary first introduced me to the organization, and Sandy Castell introduced me, and then I met Angelica in a couple times over the phone, and then in New Jersey when you had the 24th annual assembly where I spoke there. I just connected with every woman in the room. I mean, that was an amazing event. It's just event comes from the heart.
Yes.
You could feel the energy in your organization. And now I am more interested to get to know you even more. And let's talk about this before we forget, right?
Yes.
I am doing an event for Las Vegas chapter, right? Quarterly event where they're not charging anything. We just want you to come to a Women Federation for World Peace event to let you know about what is this organization, what they stand for, and also for you to meet other like-minded people, network, get connection, help each other, stand next to each other, get to know each other, because this is the place where it's safe to meet and have fun at the same time. We're gonna have Stephanie Thompson sing that night. And if you're interested in attending this event, again, there is no charge. We just want you to be there. Go to my website, akexpertstv.com, and click on event page, and you'll be able to register for this wonderful event. It's in March 21st. Okay, I hope to see you, many of you there. Okay, Angelica, thank you again for being here. And I'm gonna stop talking now, and I'm gonna give you the stage, because I just enjoy listening to your wisdom.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah,
and,
tell us more about.
Also, I really am honored once again to be on this show, because I love what you're doing and who you are, and how you have overcome so many obstacles. And that is also part of our course as women, talking about being the turning point. Well, the turning point is actually the place where things have to change, right? Have to turn around, go in the other direction.
Yeah.
We are going right now in a very unhealthy direction. Would you not agree? In general, in the world.
And everywhere, yeah.
Everywhere, yeah. So in order to turn this ship around, we need to have a new idea in our hearts and minds. And that has to come from a more spiritual plane.
But it's kind of a sign. We were talking earlier, that was a sign. You told me that. You told me it's kind of a sign for women to stand up and really be the leaders and step up for peace. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a sign. Well, we saw some women going on the march to Washington, right? That is definitely a sign where it is our time. And I want to mention at this point, when our co-founders founded this organization in 1992, the announcement was made of the era of the arrival of the era of women. They already foresaw in 1992 that there has to be a time in history when women will play a very pivotal role to turn things around back to a more healthy place. And given their gifts and talents that they have, because, you know, women have suffered a lot, like yourself.
Yes.
But you know, when you suffer and you turn
it becomes power.
You turn that into an asset.
Yeah.
It can help so many people.
Absolutely.
So
Because you
if-
inspire, and that's how you move people, by inspiring people, right?
There's saying like turn pain into purpose.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's what you're doing. That's why I'm
Thank
so
you.
inspired about
I
you.
appreciate your
Yes.
support on
Yes,
everything.
yes. And that's what we're doing as well. We highlight women who have overcome incredible odds, and against the odds have shown example of goodness and strength, inner strength. Just to mention, we just celebrated Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday,
Yes.
and to me personally, he's a hero of this country because he had that philosophy of peace also. And that meant don't retaliate when you encounter pain and suffering and anger, but you build something within you that is better and powerful, more beautiful, and just present that, right?
Yeah.
You just be it.
Turn it around.
Turn it around
Yes.
by being it. And you know, especially the next generation, that's also one of our concerns. How do we actually change the culture at this point? The culture is not conducive for our next generation, and I have 4 children, to be happy necessarily, because it is centering on selfishness. Pretty much everything.
Pretty much.
Pretty much everything. Yeah.
Yes.
You turn TV on, you see it on television.
Yeah.
So how can we change that mindset to an altruistic mindset? And that needs education, right? You need someone to tell you. You need a mentor.
Yes.
You need someone who cares about you. So Women's Federation is training women to be mentors of others.
Others.
Yeah.
Pay it
Because,
forward.
Yeah,
right?
we are mothers of the world, literally. There are many mothers, even though they are not been recognized, you know, from every culture, Asian, African American, everyone is part of that one global women's identity that now has to rise up, understand our value, and use that inner wisdom that we all have, from overcoming something, and help others to be better than that they think about themselves.
Basically, what we're going through right now in the world, everywhere, it's a lot of darkness.
Exactly.
The only way we could deal with that is be the light,
Exactly.
and just be the light. Stay still and be the light for others.
Yeah.
To the next generation, and be the example. And the way you do it is you start with the peace with yourself,
Yeah.
right?
And then you can also, we do believe in moral values. I want to mention that, because morality is actually requires respect for yourself, because we have a lot of gifts from our Creator, and if we waste them, you know, and in a selfish way, we hurt ourselves and we hurt others. So when we talk about love, we are not necessarily talking about sex. I want to make that very clear, because sex is the most beautiful, should be the most beautiful expression of
Yeah.
a giving love, right?
Yeah.
Giving. And you train yourself.
You're supposed to be making love.
Exactly. So you have to have something to give.
Yeah.
So you have to build yourself up, and then learn that in the family. We call this family is the school of love, because we learn how to love our brothers and sisters. I love other cultures because the system of family is stronger there, right?
Yes.
So when we have that support system, then we are happier and more fulfilled. We're not so lonely. We don't have to think, I have to take this love from someone by all costs. At all costs, I have to take this. That's not real love, actually. You know, but when we're maturing ourselves and we really get into even a marriage with the understanding, well, I'm here to share what I have with someone.
Yeah.
Right? And
Beautiful.
then
I like
somebody
that.
receive that too, in that spirit. And I have to mention here, my husband and I have been married for 34 years.
Nice.
Yes.
Very
and we have 4
nice.
children, because we decided, and that has to be a decision, by the way. It's not happening by wishful thinking. It has to be a decision that I want to have a marriage or any relationship that is based on a higher purpose.
Higher purpose. And when you put that something different than just you and your partner, there is something comes above you and higher than both of you. And
Exactly.
then that's how I did with my husband too. We've been 25 years together, marriage 24 years, and we exactly, that's the higher than me and him, and whatever it is in between, you know. It comes.
So peace also begins with service, you know,
Service.
because that's a simple thing anyone can do. And as Dr. King says, everyone is a leader because everyone can serve.
Yeah.
Right?
In different way, and there's
it's very
different
real.
leaders, different in
Yeah.
different way.
Yeah, so if you serve someone, you're already going outside of yourself.
Yes,
Right?
and you're leading.
Yes, you're leading. There you go. So we teach even young students and children through our service projects. We have them in the cities, but also we serve the schools in Africa. We have 8 schools in Africa, and always train our next generation to serve someone. Then they learn and they perfect their character. You know, they strengthen their character so they can deal with challenges better. And then they don't have to just throw in the towel when a problem comes along. Then you're building up inner strength to keep going and never give up, right? People give up too quickly.
Well, the first
Right?
things is the hardest things.
So-
What I notice in life and with many people is to be your own leader, to accept that you are a leader. I think because we have the idea that a leader has to be the one strong, and if you're not strong, you're not a leader, and you can't be leading. And the true leader, actually the true leader is the ones are not strong, are not acting they're strong. That is the leader
Exactly.
who really have a lot of wisdom deep inside of them, and they be able to be a leader.
Impacting.
But because we have the idea of, if you want to be a leader, you must be standing tall and strong,
Yes.
and that's what leaders are. I disagree with that, and I know you are in the same place. You disagree with that because you could be leading your children and love them and guide them with just whispering to them, just whispering to somebody.
That's right.
Just give them that whisper to tell them, I love you, you're doing good. Or maybe if you take different approach, so you don't have to be strong in order to call yourself you are a leader, or have a company, or be, like I said in my speech, and I have to become something in order to be a leader. And that's where the misconception
Exactly.
people have,
Yeah.
right?
To really make an impact, it is
Yeah.
really humility, and like Mother Teresa, if you will, you know. And like you said, you whisper something because everyone wants love, right?
Yes.
And that the change comes when you have that personal attention of love.
Yes.
Somebody cares about you and tells you, you're great, you can do this,
Yes.
you know. And-
Encourage,
Yeah.
and
That's
and you know,
leadership. That's
what
leadership
happened-
right there.
What happened is the other person will start to light up,
Yes.
and then if the other person really sharing their gift that it's been given to them since when they were born, you're creating a leader. So I mean, how powerful that could be, that you're really encouraging somebody to be a leader in their own way, and that's more power than anybody could ask for.
I want to add one more
Sure.
thing. First of all, you can see we're on the same page. We could be
Yes.
talking for the whole night,
Forever.
right? The whole night long. But one important point is leader for what? There's, you know, it's leader, I would say, for goodness. You know, have goodness as a goal, because goodness
Very
and
good
peace are
point.
connected.
Yeah.
You know, there's all kinds of leaders and maybe even doing the right thing. But what is the motivation and the purpose behind it? So the purpose has to be goodness.
Pure.
So
Pure.
Purity, yeah. This year, 2017, Women's Federation USA, we have a internal motto for ourselves, a working theme, which is actions for goodness.
Nice.
Actions for goodness and bringing solutions. Be a part of the solution. That's also leadership. There's a lot of complaint out there. You can go all day long, you know, complaining. But we have to change that as well. As a leader of peace, a leader of goodness, we have to find a solution and dig deep, because the solution is actually inside.
Absolutely.
And not only that, you find it by having conversations and discussions, not fighting, discussions.
Yes.
Or to think and put our heads together. What can we do to solve this problem together? One person might not even be able to do it.
Absolutely.
But together we can resolve so many issues, even at the UN level. Here we go to the UN, sorry, but most countries have their own interest in mind. And that is not very helpful, right?
No, absolutely. Yeah,
Because we will succeed together, or we will fail
together.
Yes.
There is no there is no middle road.
That's right.
Either succeed or fail together.
Yeah.
So which one would you
Yeah.
choose? And it's the same thing with family. When you're leading your family, you're leading yourself. Either you're leading yourself for success or you're leading yourself for failure.
Yeah.
You know.
And it doesn't even matter who is in charge. I want to add that. Just in general speaking, it doesn't really matter what the world does. It only matters what you
can do.
What you and I do right now. We have the power, we have the ability, we have everything we need, the creativity to come up with some good solutions to just about every problem. And I believe the solutions at this time and age actually have to come from the ground level.
Nice.
Not through necessarily complaining, or yes, you can make your voice heard, that's fine. But you also have to bring solutions, right? So if we can offer solutions and practice them, that will create a movement of peace.
Well, that's what I like about Women Federation for World Peace, because you offer solutions.
Yeah.
You have classes for women to help them be the best leader they can be. And I think that's how we create. You see, you met Stephanie Thompson. You heard the Rise Above. And she came to my seminar. And guess what? I didn't give her gift. She have a beautiful voice. She have a great talent. And now she have her own show I'm producing. But what happened is that I led her with love and compassion. And I just believed in her and saw the gift that she has. And now she's writing her own songs and
so
have her
beautiful.
own CD. So sometimes all you have to do, you can't, I didn't give her gift. All I did just whispered and said, you have it. You got it.
Yeah.
You're talented, which I truly believed. So that's all you can do sometimes. And you create something beautiful from that.
Yeah. And that's not written in any book, right? It comes from your heart.
Yes.
That's why we talk about
pure, no intention, no bad intention. And that's what we create.
Authentically pure. And that's what we call leadership of the heart. We really need leaders of that heart.
Thank you.
More and more. Multiplying your wisdom as well, you know, and then inspire others leading from the heart. We are sometimes a little bit too much in the head. And you know, when we're in the head, we see the divisions, we analyze, we see what's wrong with the other person.
We get stuck in the head.
Yeah. And that's where the barriers come in. And one of the big focuses of Women's Federation is also eliminate barriers. How do you eliminate barriers between races, between generations, between religions, everything that has a barrier, rich and poor, if you will. So it is really only that way we come from the head to the heart, because there we are all equal. There is no difference in the realm of heart. And it's a kind of a new concept, maybe it's not, but it's very powerful, and I feel it's something that can really make a big contribution to our families, our communities, nation and world, to be that turning point.
Well, let's stop and think about this for a second. And you know what? I'm not going to go on commercial, because this is great conversation. And I'm sure whoever listening are enjoying this. They're enjoying it. We all come to this life from the same place, and we all go in the same way.
That's right.
There is no difference between us, no matter what color you are, where you are from, what religion you are, how much money you have, how poor you are. We all came from the same situation. And we're going, all of us, the same way. We don't take anything with us. So the system, we are all one. And if we accept, when we come to this earth, like I said, we come the same way, but then we start to disagree and start to see things, and then this is what happened in between. I don't know if we adopt the idea that we are here all together in one place, and we're still brother and sisters, and helping each other and lifting each other up, and get the jealousy away, and just give, because one of my quotes, giving is living. And every time I give, I feel I'm living. And I came up with this quote. I said, giving is living.
It's beautiful.
Every time you give, you live.
That's true. Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit more. I mean, give me some more wisdom here. It's so beautiful conversation we're having.
Well, we have a project called the Bridge of Peace, and that has been talked about, right?
And talked about, and then also I experienced it myself.
The
and
Bridge
it
of
was
Peace.
Beautiful.
It's a tool. It's just a simple tool where people line up on either side of the stage. People who have any kind of disagreement or even deep-seated hate, you know. And we say that when women come to the conclusion that if we keep up the hate, we cannot have peace, and we have to make a change, and I'm willing to ask for forgiveness, and the other person says, I'm willing to forgive you.
Yeah.
It is powerful.
Very
so
powerful.
They come together on the bridge, they bow to each other, and they exchange a flower, and then embrace. I have seen miracles happen on that bridge. And it is
tears dropping on
tears and tears. A Japanese and an American, thinking of World War II, and
Muslim
the
and
wars,
Christian,
and Muslim and Christian, and German and Jewish, and even parents and children, and husband and wife have come together. But it takes that humility of the heart to say, we want to make a new beginning. We're tired of being tired. Okay.
Yes.
We just don't want this anymore, and then you can come to this place. And the bridge is also a tool that we can internalize. Actually, that's what we're hoping. You know, when someone did cross the bridge, that this relationship continues. You know, and can help each other. You can learn from the other person. We usually have an issue with the other. You know, whatever is different, we reject many times.
Yeah.
But you really have to open our hearts and embrace that which is different.
Rejection before you even get to know.
Yeah.
What's going on behind it, because that's come from judgment.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So the bridge has helped us a lot, and I have to say it's a project of Women's Federation. There's a certain procedure and content with it, but we want to really expand that bridge, especially by 2020. We have issues with police and the community. So in our recent assembly, we had a police officer cross the bridge with someone from the community, and whatever the issues are, and just to create a new movement of forgiveness. You know, there's power in forgiveness, because when you forgive someone, then you also forgive yourself, and that's sometimes the more difficult thing to do.
Absolutely.
Honestly speaking, we don't even realize that we judge ourselves, especially women. We put ourselves down so much, and then we don't forgive ourselves, and then we don't forgive other people. But if we take a moment to forgive ourselves, it's really worth it.
That's the only time you can free yourself.
Yeah.
In order to help others. You can't. If you can't forgive yourself, you're not going to be able to serve.
Yeah.
That's the only time you could serve.
That's right.
Talking about events, I know there is we did the 24th annual event in New Jersey.
Yes.
And there's good news now. You want to tell us about the news?
Absolutely. Just as of today, good news.
Yeah.
We have two big celebrations.
Not one, two.
That's the first time.
Yes.
Two celebrations in the United States. One is at the West Coast in Arizona, and you can mark the date, May 20th.
Yes.
In Arizona, and the other one will be in October. Date has not been finalized in Chicago.
Nice.
So we are very excited. First of all, you're going to be there.
Okay. I'll be happy to be there, of course.
Stephanie will be there.
Yes.
And we will, the topic we will discuss this time and address is the intergenerational gap that we're facing, parents and children. It's going to be Mother's Day, right? It's May. It's the month of mothers.
Yes.
We want to really bring mothers and daughters together.
Nice.
Imagine what kind of power can unfold
my goodness.
when mothers and daughters.
I can't wait.
And
for
daughters-in-law.
Yeah, you didn't tell me that. See, this is surprising right there.
Come together.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So
and if
anyway.
you come to Women Federation for World Peace, if you are in Las Vegas, Los Angeles, anywhere around Las Vegas, I would love to have you. I'm hosting an event for Women Federation for World Peace in May 21st. March, not May. I'm gone for May now. You see, I'm excited about May. For March 21st, you can go on my website, akexpertstv.com, and click on event, and you can have all the information. It's free to come to this event. You will network and meet like-minded women and men. They're welcome. As long as you support women, you're always welcome, right?
Yes, that's a very good point. Thanks for mentioning it.
Okay.
We do love men.
Yes,
okay?
we do.
We're not fighting or alienating our men. We want to have a new relationship.
Absolutely.
And find the dance of life, I call it.
Dance of life.
Yeah, between a husband and a wife. Think about if you can commit to one person for the rest of your life. Isn't that awesome?
Beautiful.
I don't know why we don't make that a big thing in America. You know, who doesn't want that? I want it.
I want it too.
But you know, you have to make it happen.
I tell my husband, you're not going anywhere, no matter what happens.
You have to work on it. It doesn't come by itself.
No,
you have to work on yourself.
Absolutely not.
It's a growth experience.
Yeah.
It takes more than a lifetime to really get to know someone.
Yeah.
And you have to, you know, unless there is abuse involved, of course, you know, that we cannot
Different
tolerate.
situation, yeah.
Of course not. But if two people can commit to this higher education, maybe, and that's what we also do in the Women's Federation, we are really promoting healthy couples and relationships and rededication of marriages, celebration of marriage. That's a big part.
But that's all. It's all about having the idea of the ladies and get support from your husband.
Yes.
And get the mother and the daughter get the support from both.
That's right.
The idea of having family together and the husband, the daughter, and all the family together. This is where it's gonna start a peace.
Exactly.
It starts from your family, and if you're comfortable in your home, then you could spread the light around you. And then when you spread the light around you, you don't know who you're spreading the light to and what's happening out there. But it has to start from home. And that's why it's not just about women empowering.
Yeah.
You're coming to the core of the problem, because if the husband and wife are not in peace, the woman cannot have peace.
That's right.
Therefore she cannot serve.
Yeah.
And what we're doing, what you're doing, and that's why I love your organization. I am in love with your organization, because I know you're not just covering one area. You're not just putting Band-Aid on somewhere and saying, okay, we want women to have peace in the world. You're trying to catch the family, the main place where it starts.
Exactly.
And you're trying to heal the marriage, and you heal the woman from her heart, because that's the only way. That's why you believe the knowledge of love, right?
Logic of love.
Logic of love.
Yeah.
Because this is where it starts. It starts from your home. Starts is if I'm not happy with my husband doesn't support me, I couldn't support the Women Federation. The same here.
My husband is completely
so
supporting
therefore
me.
it's work, and the Women Federation are willing to help with that. If you women are having trouble, we will find a mentor to help you out to see how could we make that possible for you. Of course, if you're open to it, right? You have to be open for it.
That's right.
But we're here to help.
We're here to help.
Absolutely.
Also, I want to let you know, if you're a woman, think of yourself as a queen, okay? You are really a beautiful, beautiful woman. Every woman is beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because you're the divine expression of the Creator. God created male and female, right?
Yes.
I heard that somewhere. I don't know. But, you know, therefore...
We're here.
Yeah. Every creature of male and female we see around us, that's the law of the universe, right? It's not, it's just, it is. So to get into
the woman who gives birth, you know, man supports the woman, but the woman really who gives birth. So you are being we are being given a gift to give.
You're amazing.
Our gift is to carry that child for 9 months and give a birth. So we are a giver. We're born to give, and that if we stop giving, we stop living. We stop living.
That's right.
Is that correct?
Right.
Before the time goes, I want to make sure they get your website.
Okay.
And
Yes.
you have all the events on your website to register. You have updates all the time,
yes,
right?
updates all the time.
Okay.
It's first of all the words of the founder, women's role in world peace. You could get that at info@wfwp.us. info@wfwp.us. That's kind of like your job description right here. And then the website is wfwp.us. wfwp.us. And we look forward to hearing from you. Also from our younger generation, I'm working with a young vice president. She's in her 30s and powerhouse and very hardworking,
Nice.
Katarina. And we are really
Yeah, she is amazing.
collaborating with our next generation because together we can do so much more.
No doubt about it. I have no doubt that this Women Federation for World Peace is serving, and that's how it's gonna get expanded even more than what it is right now. And if you want to be involved with Women Federation for World Peace, there are chapters all over United States, and they are in 129 countries. Is that correct?
Yeah, and maybe even more than that.
And
at this moment.
maybe more than that. So if you are interested, if you're watching this one not from United States, because this show goes everywhere in the world, I encourage you to go to wfwp.us, and then you can get the information from there.
On the website.
If you want to go search internationally or any chapter in your area to get involved now, today, it's your day to take action, step up, be the leader that you were born to be. You don't have to be that leader who orders people. Be the love, be the light to the world. I thank you so much for being here. I'm looking forward to being involved more and more with your organization, and it will be my pleasure to speak one more time at your national event. It's a really pleasure of mine being surrounded around women like yourselves. Thank you so much for your service, and thank you for watching. I know this. I hope this is the words of wisdom you heard from Angelica that inspired you and empowered you and encouraged you to take action towards a better life.
Yes.
Good night, and I hope to see you next time.
Thank you,
Thank
Aimmee.
you.
Thank you.